Once again my spirit touches you from the void. Chosen, our crops fail, our reserves are meager. Return to us with the gag. Your failure is our last light.
Mira's the name. What do you have, stranger? You need to talk to Merc, but he's not here. Come back at night. That's more his time. Hello again. What'll it be? You gonna buy a drink? $10. So, that it, stranger? Sure. Name's NCR. Used to be Shady Sands, but after the Master's defeat, Erdash and the others founded the Republic. Now NCR sits right on the border. Everything south of here is Republic ruled. Word of advice? Keep your nose clean in town. Courts aren't too friendly to our types, if you know what I mean. Citizens got more rights than you. Look, that's all I got to say about that.
What's up? My gear? Sure.
What you mean? You got it. Sounds good.
I'm Roger Weston, and you can't come barging in here. What do you want? That all. Talk to my foreman, Felix. Dumont recommended you. Well, that's good enough for me. Something or someone has been raiding my Brahmin at night. I need to find out what's up. How about going out there and looking into it for me? I'll pay you for your trouble. Excellent. Felix will guide you out there. Now, if you'll excuse me. You again. What do you want? I'm not sure I believe you, but here's your pay. Hell, if you've been lying, my boys will find you. I also said I'd give you some information, so here it is. I've heard a lot of stories about Tandy and the Vault Dweller. Seems he saved her life years ago before NCR was even founded. Anyway, legend has it that he spent a lot of time exploring a vault east of here. If that isn't Vault 13, then maybe you'll find a clue that will lead you to it.
Excuse me, I'm Dr. Henry, and I'm very busy. What do you want? The Chosen One? Of course, that makes sense. Interesting. I'm afraid I can't help you. I was assigned to cybergenetics research, not the Vault Behavioral Project. Oh, it's a whole new field. Very exciting. Why, I'm working on some projects right now. A radical new concept for the mutant problem. You see, it's really quite simple. Mutancy isn't absolute. It can be cured. Of course, my simple-minded colleagues were just trying to solve the whole problem the crudest way possible. Purification indeed. I'll admit there were some early problems, but I've got them worked out now. I think. In fact, you could help me perform the field testing. Interested? I've prepared a small sample of the serum, but it needs to be injected into a host. You? Oh no, the serum's not refined enough to handle such a low mutagenic quotient. It must be used on a supermutant. Inject the serum into a supermutant, and then come back and report the results. I understand Broken Hills is full of them. You'll be participating in an important experiment. In fact, the most important scientific... You mean money. Well, I do have a Cyberhound Mark II personal security model that I brought with me. I suppose I could have it activated and online by the time you got back. Would that do? Excellent. Here's the serum fitted up in a stem hypo. All you have to do is use it on a super mutant and then report back to me. Like I said, Broken Hills. That's the place to look. Good luck. So how did it go? Is the test done? And how did it work? Still some bugs, I see. Well, try and try again. Of course, the Cyberdog is all yours. Now, I have work to do.
I'm Tandy, president of NCR. My boys tell me you're looking for work. What are you handy at? You sound like just what's needed. We need some computer parts from our old base, Vault 15. Problem is there's squatters there who won't let anybody by. Somebody has to convince them to let us in, or just bring back the parts. You up for the job? Fair enough. Do it right and there's a reward. Well, I got a little time to spare. It's just east of here, an underground shelter from the war. Most families in NCR came from it, so it's rightfully ours. A couple of years ago, some squatters moved in and built a shantytown on the surface. They call it the Squat. They're nothing but dogs in the manger. They can't get into the vault, but they keep us out. What do you want to know? Vault 13? Why are you asking? You're serious, aren't you? If we're talking about the same person, he saved my life, then vanished. When I start thinking it was only a dream, I go look at the statue out front. That's right, for scaring off the raiders. They kept clear of Shady Sands afterwards, and we got time to get ourselves set up. We made him a hero, even if we didn't believe a word about him coming from Vault 13. My dad and Seth searched for years trying to find Vault 13. They died looking. Always said it was west of here. If somebody were to find Vault 13, that'd do us even better than 15. What do you want to know? Was Shady Sands. Most folks call it NCR now. New California Republic. Pretty impressive name, huh? What do you want to know?
What do you want? Yeah? What? Yeah? What? What is it people got against mutants? We'll be on the lookout. Thanks. The town owes you. And I never forget things like this.
Hello again, citizen. Something I can help you with? All right then. Download the information into my Pip-Boy, and I'll log it into the patrol computers. This intelligence looks good. Well done. Here's payment for your services, $500. Plus, you might find this useful. It's a Vault-Tec motion sensor. We were gonna strip it for parts since it's too old for our Pip-Boys, but it looks like it's compatible with your model. Keep it in your hand, and it IDs hostiles in your immediate area when you use it. Or you can call up the Pip-Boy auto map as normal. Then just click the scanner button, and they're lit up like a neon sign. Yes, citizen. What did you want to know? Yeah, there is something. I've been looking for your reconnaissance report, and I found a small village nearby swarming with, mole rats? That's what the outsiders call them, right? I want you to go there and exterminate all those beasts. Excellent. Here, let me show you the exact location of the village. Pay $750. Just come back and collect once you finish the task. One more thing. If you don't deal with it in a month, I'll send a squad there to eliminate the monsters and any other threat.
Good day, citizen. Of course, citizen. What is it you'd like to know? What is it? Anything you could tell me would be a great help. What is this jet that they're all addicted to? This is sad news. We need to find a way to put a stop to this. If this keeps up, our ore supplies will dwindle to nothing. Please help us. Please keep me posted. Of course, citizen. What is it you'd like to know? Actually, yes. Sergeant Stark reported something on this to me recently. What interest do you have in this matter? Recruiting servants is not the issue here. The issue is the threat that these monsters pose to Vault City. According to Sergeant Stark's report, the people of that village seem to coexist with those huge rat creatures. If that's true, they may have found a way to control them, and perhaps that's why these creatures have begun to attack our patrols. Sergeant Stark plans to eliminate these pests, and he has my full support. An interesting proposition. But how exactly do you plan to deal with all those rat creatures? Really? Very well then. I'll take your word for it. The raid will be postponed for a month.
So many things pass away. Times are not what they were. I feel that my sole remaining kin has died. Mad though he was, I wish it were not so. I had hoped that he might find some happiness even in his dotage. Well, enough of my sad musings. I smell one of my talismans on you, but I don't remember giving you one. I don't care where you got it. The real question is whether you intend to join us and wear it in earnest. Why, of course I am. All part of my grand scheme to take over the world. I wouldn't expect your deficient human brain to understand. But, alas, what concern is it of yours? Most interesting. And here I thought you were concerned for the well-being of Vault City. Anyway, the safety of that village is integral to my plan. Therefore, I shall grant your request, human.
It's amazing. The mole rat attacks on our patrol suddenly stopped without warning. I don't know how you did it, but I thank you. Also, I shall uphold my end of the bargain. I'll order Stark to cancel the raid at once. As long as the people of that village pose no threat to Vault City, they'll have nothing to fear from us. I'll see to that.
We do some buys and catch you up on the road out.
Yes, Outworlder? If you come seeking spiritual guidance, I'm afraid I'm not up to it at the moment. Perhaps some other time. This is rather embarrassing to admit, but you'll see, I've never actually believed in spirits, the afterlife, any of it. I know what you're thinking. What good is a shaman that doesn't believe? It's just that, well, it was either this, or I take up a spear and hunt geckos with the warriors. Do I look like a warrior to you? Wait, don't answer that. Well, up until recently, I was merely the underling of the village shaman. That was easy. I just had to follow his lead. Then he went for a drunken midnight swim in the great salt water and, well, I suddenly found myself promoted. I didn't think it would be so bad. I figured I could just spout off some mystical mumbo-jumbo and everyone would be happy. But no. The very day that I acquire the title of shaman, I find myself dealing with something that's way over my head. There's an actual lost spirit roaming the woods just south of the village. It's true, I've seen her with my own eyes. Pretty girl with the blank look of the dead. The sight chilled me to the very core. The moment I saw her, I pissed myself and ran as fast as I could. The others expect me to go back and guide her to the mists. But how can I? I'm too petrified to go near her again. You could go to her. Try to figure out why she lingers in the mortal realm. She appears in the woods to the south at night. If you could find out anything that could help me, I'd greatly appreciate it. You're back. Did you discover anything about the lost spirit? Thorg? He was the shaman that I served as an apperceive under. Wow. I knew he was a bit of an asshole, but I didn't take him for a slayer of pretty young girls. I suppose a guilty conscience helps to explain that drunken midnight swim that led to his death. So Thorg is a murderer. How about that? Now I suppose I have to send her into the mists. I think I'll be able to do it, but I need you to come with me. There's just no way I'd be able to face her alone, and none of the others in the village will go. They believe it is an ill omen for a non-shaman to encounter a lost spirit.
Being home is cool, but the place is looking a mite small now. We'd miss the road and the company of so fine a friend as you. Want us to walk by and by again? What you be needin'?
You again. You want to waste some time? Want some, baby? There's more than enough for both of us to fly. Mmm.